Hello. Terrible way to start a new podcast, but the first part of the podcast got cut off because I'm new at editing and I'm only human. Anyway, this podcast is called Toxic Sisters. We kind of just put it together. We're going to be talking about everything toxic. People, crimes, everything. I mean, we want you guys to give us some suggestions too. This first episode is going to be Reddit stories. Hannah has never, ever even been on Reddit. So let's blow her away, shall we? On to the show. Thank you.
Yeah, am I overreacting for refusing to eat at my mother-in-law's after she keeps serving me meat, quote unquote, by mistake? I picked this one for you because Hannah is a vegetarian.
I was going to say specifically,
Yeah.
Why accidentally, mistakenly providing meat? Does that mean she's not a meat eater?
Okay, so I've been a vegetarian for 6 years. My mother-in-law, 62 female, knows this. Every time we eat at her house, she claims to have made a quote unquote veggie dish. And every time it turns out to have chicken stock or bacon or something else small, quote unquote, in it. Last weekend, she made soup and told me it was fine, but I took one bite and tasted sausage.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I put down my spoon and said, I'm sorry, I can't eat this. She rolled her eyes and said, oh, come on, it's just a little meat. I got up, left, and told my husband, I'm not eating at her house anymore. He thinks I'm being dramatic and says she, quote unquote, means well. What do you think of that? Give me everything you're thinking.
First of all, no bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I am a very simple vegetarian. I cook meat for the rest of my family.
Mm-hmm.
I cook meat for the rest of my house. I cook meat for my friends. I choose not to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't accidentally forget that somebody's a vegetarian for 6 years and try to make the meat
Yeah.
by accident.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
That is a load of shit. And she's a cunt.
Yeah.
And she's purposely trying to make her a meat eater when she doesn't want to be.
I mean, she's been a vegetarian for 6 years. I'm pretty sure eating meat might make her sick.
I'm only freshly vegetarian, only about a year and a half, maybe coming close to 2.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's been a bit for you, for sure.
I did have beef nachos with a friend because it was a ritual that we always did, and I'm not like it's crazy. I can't touch that because it has this in it. Like I'm pretty basic, and I actually ended up with a really bad stomach ache.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I don't mean
not
like
eating it for a year.
Fatality sick or anything, but like it's gotta do something to your system. It has to.
Well, and this is also coming from a basic vegetarian. I don't expect anybody to provide special vegetarian fake meat or any of this. I just say, you make whatever. Just make sure there's a carb and a vegetable.
Yeah.
It doesn't have bacon or whatever. Like if you make Caesar salad, just leave the bacon on the side. I don't care. I will just eat more of the potatoes or the rice and the vegetables.
Right.
I don't need you to make special dishes for me. I don't care.
So if I made rice and put chicken stock in it, would you eat it? No?
I probably wouldn't.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Like, I'm not super picky about, like, cheese and this or that.
Yeah. Well, you're not a vegan.
No. I'm mostly plant-based. I do eat a little bit of cheese, but I pretty much shy away from most of it just because it's not healthy, in my opinion.
Right.
For me.
Right.
Not because I'm like, oh, my God, a chicken died.
Yeah.
No.
And that's the good thing about you, too, though. You don't preach it. If I'm like, holy fuck, man, I want a hamburger. You're not like, that's terrible. Don't put that in your body. You're just like, well, I'm not eating a hamburger, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'd probably pick a veggie burger or just get fries or just get a poutine or something.
Yeah.
There's usually a lot of choices everywhere. I don't really care as long as I'm fed.
Can we talk about this husband, too?
That you say
she means well.
She means well?
Yeah. Like, shouldn't you be supporting your wife a little bit?
Nick fucking excuse me?
Yeah, exactly.
She means well, trying to sneak meat into my body when
Yeah.
she knows I'm not a meat eater.
Yeah. How is that meaning well?
That's blatant disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not only disrespect like I get the first time, but any time after the second or third time, that's disrespect that's been turned into a habit.
And it's been 6 fucking years. Come on.
How long have they been married, though? That entire 6 years? Were they together the entire 6 years? We don't really know.
It doesn't say. But it says mother-in-law knows she's been a vegetarian for 6 years.
Yeah, that's not means well.
So,
that's blatant disrespect.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And the husband being okay with it and not standing up for her on it is another pang of disrespect.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Your life partner should have your back. Not mommy's, not daddy's back, your back. They're your family, but she's your family now. Like, it doesn't say if they had kids or anything, but can you imagine? Like,
what if one of the 2 kids is a vegetarian, the other one isn't?
Yeah. Or what if when they're babies, well, I'll just give them a little bit of whiskey to help them sleep, like they did back in the day. Like, what? No. No. Fuck. So the top comment is pretty much everything we said, you know, the disrespect and everything. But so there is a little bit here about why doesn't the mother-in-law, if she wants to do like a meat thing for the daughter, why doesn't she start looking into tofu? Because tofu you can make taste like anything.
Yeah, but
you know,
for meat eaters,
and
especially for habitual old, like dinosaur meat eaters, doing all that weird shit, that's above and beyond.
Yeah,
Other people's, I could see if it's a disease, like celiac or something that physically actually is a disease and makes you ill.
Yeah.
But nobody should have to cater to your diet. That's why I don't make anybody do it for me. It's like, just make sure there's a carb and a vegetable for me to eat, and you guys do your meat thing, you make your fucking scallops, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'll just eat what doesn't have meat in it. No big deal. Don't do anything special. And then maybe husbands stick up for her, say, this is not okay.
Yeah.
And if you're going to continue to do this, either A, we're not going to eat here,
and
or
what she said.
B, we're going to bring our own food. Or C, you're going to come to our house and eat our food. Yeah. But something needs to be said. You don't just leave that alone and be like, oh, no, it's fine. It's super fucking ignorant.
Well, she said to the husband, I'm not eating here anymore. But, you know, point blank, done. I sort of am picturing this guy still on the teat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, mommy. No, mommy.
I understand
right,
that
mommy.
your first devotion is to your mother. She brought you into this world, but you also being a grown man and being in your own marriage and being in control of your own life, you do need to have boundaries.
Yeah.
And if they disrespect the person that you've chosen to share your life with, it's not acceptable.
No.
But
definitely not.
On the other hand, after the first time it happened, he should have addressed it. She shouldn't have continually going back, and it keeps happening a second, a third, and a fourth time.
100%.
If it happens a second time, it should have been addressed right then and there, the elephant in the room. Create some boundaries and make it known that that's not okay. Not just leave it go and go and go to a point where wife no longer wants to go to the mother's house.
Yeah.
So I think there's more than one issue there.
So who's at fault here more, do you think? Grandma or mother-in-law or husband?
Husband, for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, mother-in-law is 62 years old. She's kind of an old fucking cunt. You know, her son's her son. Yeah. But husband is person who decided to share that life with her. So that includes, if it's not okay with me, it shouldn't be okay with you, no matter what the situation.
Exactly. Yep. Okay. So this next one, Oh, Hannah, you're going to get mad.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know.
It's from Am I the Asshole? It's 4 years old. Am I the asshole for refusing to allow the hospital to discharge my wife to me? My wife now has stage 4 colon cancer. For the past year and a half, I've had to work and then come home and do the majority of the household chores, and I was also treated as the nurse. We have 2 sons, 18 male, 16 male, and a daughter, 15 female, that do help out, but it became expected of me to be their go-to parent on everything. So he's right now living the life of a woman, and he can't handle it.
Oh, sad
That's what
news.
I'm hearing. Yeah. A year ago, my wife pretty much stopped being able to do anything for herself. Stopped being able to do anything for herself. The way he worded that is that she chose to stop. She has stage 4 colon cancer. To me, she was not able to do anything for herself anymore. Anyway.
And stage 4 means you're going to die.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Matter of time.
So how long is your life going to be kind of super hard?
Yeah.
Before you lose your wife?
Yep.
The person that you plan on living with forever?
Mm-hmm.
Until death do us part, in sickness and in health? Question mark?
Yep. Yep. She's exceptionally rude to me and pretty much screams and cries hysterically all the time, and sometimes mutters on about people who haven't been in our lives for some time. She also blames me for not being kind to her when I am putting my entire life on hold when I'm at home, and I felt like I didn't even have an identity anymore. Considering she's dying, I think she's allowed to cry and scream and shit a little bit,
Well, and I don't know if you noticed, I'm a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
I do everything for
Mm-hmm.
him for the most part for
Yeah.
quite some time,
Mm-hmm.
with or without his presence or with or without his help, depending on what's going on in life. Nobody's patting me on the back, and I do everything. I
No,
go to
women
work.
don't get patted on
I
the back
come
for
home.
what they do.
I cook. I clean. I do the dishes. I do the appointments. I do the dentist. I do the
But
soccer.
sweetheart,
I do
it's
the hockey.
expected of you.
Yeah.
If his dad, I almost said the name, if his dad takes him to one doctor's appointment, it's like, oh, what a great dad, And I'm not saying him specifically. I'm just saying.
Just in general.
Yeah.
You say,
Men in
I got to
general.
babysit my kid. I got to babysit.
You don't
I
babysit
can't.
your own fucking child.
Exactly. So
You help make that thing, kid.
person, human thing. So yeah, it's like, oh my God, you had to do everything that normally a wife and a mother has to do every single day from the moment that kid comes out until the end of life.
Yeah.
Sad news that you temporarily have to actually do something.
Yeah.
Besides go to work and come home and sit on your cunt and eat and complain.
Yep.
And maybe just maybe once every 6 weeks, we'll have really shitty sex. And you'll be going to work and sleeping with your fucking secretary.
Yeah.
And then eventually it'll turn out in divorce and sadness. And we'll come back here and we'll just do it for the kids. And his name is probably Rupert.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
And remember,
grow
the
up.
divorce will be the wife's fault.
Mm-hmm. And he will be so lonely and so hard done by. But she's literally going to die.
Yeah.
Suck it up and suffer for a bit. And then you'll move on to the next bitch once she's gone.
Yeah. Exactly. Over the summer, I have talked to doctors, and they told me there was a lot of red tape regarding getting my wife into a nursing home. I talked with my dad, 74 male, and he told me that from his understanding, hospitals, if you didn't pick up a patient after discharge 3 days later, the hospital social worker would have to place them into a specialized nursing facility. So now we know where the son is getting his empathy or lack thereof. Last week, my wife had to be rushed to the emergency room. For the week, I didn't have to be her nurse. I realized how much of a strain taking care of a barely lucid and angry when she was lucid woman had become to me. I realized that I was basically being mom and dad around the house, and I was so tired of doing this every single day, and then waking up at 6 to go to work. Oh, the tears.
I've literally done that every single day since the moment my son was born for
Right?
the last 16 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a new thing for women. This is just life.
Well, and let's add on to that. So when a partner gets sick,
Mhm.
and I mean like serious illness, cancer, multiple sclerosis, some form of debilitating disease,
Mhm.
21% of men divorce and leave,
I know. Isn't that sickening?
compared to only 2.9% of women divorce and leave and don't want to look after a sick male.
Yeah. Yeah. But they get, it's only women that would berate the men for it too. Men are like, well, he just couldn't handle it. That's a lot on his plate, you know.
You shouldn't
Fuck off.
offer to share your life somebody if you're only going to share it when it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. When I found out my wife was set to be discharged, I ended up making up my mind when the hospital called to say that they were going to discharge my wife and I needed to be there to receive her. I told them that I did not want to take care of her anymore. The hospital continuously called me back, and the person on the other line would beseech me to bring my wife home. However, I stood my ground and said that my wife needed to go to a professional nursing facility and said that the hospital's social workers needed to figure that out. Am I the asshole for finally realizing I had reached my limits? My daughter in particular is very upset that her mom is not coming home. My sons screamed at me that they would take care of their mother 24/7 if they had to. However, I knew that the hospital social worker would do his or her job competently and help my wife into a facility. So is he the asshole for realizing he had reached his limits?
Oh, for realizing he did a woman's everyday job and
Yeah.
a mother's everyday job that
Yep.
we do from the time we turn 18 till the
And
time
remember,
we die.
these kids are 15, 16, and 18. You're doing
Very
fuck all
capable.
for them.
Very capable kids that can also help
Yeah.
if you delegate correctly. So is he the asshole?
Fuck yeah.
1,000 fucking % he's the
Yeah.
asshole, and this is why I will never be married.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
Not
neither.
a fucking chance.
So I will say, he's not the asshole for realizing he reached his limits. He's the asshole for putting the limit there. You don't, no. With something like this, there are no limits.
Well, and the better choice would have been to get somebody for in-home care
Yeah.
to help him at home, or make charts and make schedules and
Mhm.
make lists and give the children turns
Yep.
to do all those things. So it was a collective family
Yep.
effort.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, these kids aren't fucking toddlers.
Yeah, it'd be different
They're
if they
all-
were 2, 4, and 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
But one's pretty much an adult. The other two are right behind them.
Yep.
They're not stupid. You can say, hey, today you're on dish duty, you're on vacuuming duty,
Yeah.
you're on helping mom duty.
Mhm.
I need a break. I need some time to go lay down and read and rest.
Yeah.
Please do this stuff for me.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah. And I kind of think he might be leaving something out when he said that she's screaming at him and stuff like that. She must feel the resentment, you know, when she's lucid, as he says. I mean, he can't be just going in there and just being like, oh, here's your dinner, honey. Here's your fucking medication, honey. You know, just being Mr. fucking bright light in a dark spot.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
There's 3 sides to every story, his side, her side, and the truth. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more to it than just her randomly screaming in his face.
Mm-hmm. So the first post is like, you're the asshole.
Oh, 100%. 1,000%.
By all of Reddit, he was deemed the asshole for sure.
Is there anyone that agrees with him is a better question.
So this person says, you're the asshole. OP, original poster. I feel for you. Taking care of someone who is very sick, as well as 3 kids and a full-time job, I can sympathize that this is very draining and difficult. It must be. However, the way you are going about this is not right and not fair to your wife or your kids. First off, you need to admit that you need help and ask for it. This just seems like you spent the last year taking on more and more until you burned yourself out. Caregivers burnout is a real thing, and as you've experienced, can hit hard. How about asking one of your parents to come help, a sibling, or perhaps hire a nurse? So pretty much what you just said. Yeah.
Maybe mom and dad, a wife.
Making a decision to force your wife into a nursing home isn't fair to her, and it isn't fair to your kids. This needed to be a conversation that you had with your wife and your kids, not something that you all of a sudden decided to force happen. I understand you are burnt out, but throwing your hands up and giving up isn't the right call here.
My mom raised 4 kids alone on one income, going to work, going to college, living in an apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment, and I was a baby. There was 4 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment, and my mom went back to college and worked and took care of all of us. Yeah. I was sick. One of my brothers was really sick. Both of us almost died repeatedly as small children.
Yeah.
I've been homeless. I've lived in a women's shelter, me and all my brothers and my mother.
Yeah.
It's, in my opinion, male inferiority.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, though. Women feel they need to do it. Men some men, I'm not going to put all men together. Some men seem to think that their wife and kids are disposable. You know, I'll get rid of them and start a new family kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
well, some men have 2 or 3 families at the same time.
It's true. It's just,
he's definitely the asshole. There isn't even any arguing. No. I would be surprised if there was a single comment on there that agreed with him.
No, I didn't see any. That first one just were, okay, I can sympathize with you,
but what you're fucking up is dude. So wrong.
Yeah, not cool. Okay, so this one is from the Museum of Reddit.
I don't know what that means, and this is my first time hearing something from Reddit. So.
That means it's a good fucking story is what that means. Okay, so this story is called The Poop Knife.
Oh, God. Oh,
okay.
My God.
My family poops big. What a way to start it, eh?
It's really interesting.
We have, like,
go on.
Giant fucking turds, dude. Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's our diet. But everyone births giant logs of crap.
First of all, I would not put this on the internet.
Right?
Why?
Right? Some things you just keep to yourself, man. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you.
Oh, my God.
Fuck, that's funny. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose.
Oh,
it was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?" I thought it was standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife.
No.
Fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was the local dealer and always had guests over, because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one. So I crack the door.
I think you meant door.
Oh, so I crack the door and call out to my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it. Please. What the fuck is a poop knife?
Oh my God.
Obviously he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver. A dung divider. A guano glaive?
Seriously.
I explain what it is I want and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives.
No way.
It was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. Fuck my life. I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what a poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife. Thankfully, she didn't cook with it, but used it to open Amazon boxes. She will be getting her own utility knife now.
I was going to say, I hope nobody used it in the fucking kitchen because I felt like that's where this story was going.
A fucking poop knife.
I mean, being a vegetarian and eating a lot of beans and lentils and high fiber foods.
Yeah.
I don't need a poop knife. What the fuck? You're clearly not drinking enough water or eating properly or some shit. 'Cause,
what are you eating?
Like, what? You don't need a poop knife.
How big is your asshole?
Well, I mean, I've had some questionable Mondo poops, but you know what? You know what it's good for? Yeah. Double flush halfway.
Yeah.
Like I always tell Zan, so he doesn't plug a toilet. Double flush. Halfway flush.
Semi-healthy. I mean, it's coming out in one giant log. It's not like it's coming out in...
Yeah, if it's legit and it's firm and it's not creased and it doesn't look crunchy and hard, you have the proper fiber, you have the proper hydration. It's got to look smooth and silky and all one color. That's all you need.
Yeah.
If it's cracked and dry and crunchy, you need more water in your diet. You need more hydration. You need more fiber. More fruits and vegetables. It's really not rocket appliances, Ricky.
So, edit. Common question. Why was this not in the bathroom instead of the laundry room? Answer. We only had one poop knife, and the laundry room was central to all three bathrooms. I have no idea why we didn't have three poop knives. All I know is that we didn't. We had the one. Possibly because my father was notoriously cheap about the weirdest things. So yes, we shared our poop knife.
I don't know. The whole thing is so fucked up. Like what?
So
you just get up, wipe your ass, leave the bathroom, go grab a knife and cut your turd up in the toilet?
What I'm wondering is, if you know you're going to take a shit, why don't you grab the poop knife? Why are you shitting and then say, hey, can someone grab me the poop knife?
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, I don't think you should need a poop knife in the first place, but that's a better choice. If you know you're going to take a dump and you're unsure what kind of dump it's going to be, bring your poop knife.
There are some places in, like, Europe, I know for sure, that you're not even supposed to flush toilet paper because their plumbing is so bad or weak or something. So, yeah, probably. So...
Well, and I mean, in Asia, they don't even use toilet paper.
I can't get into this again, Hannah.
We definitely. If we're talking about a poop knife, we're going here. A good friend of mine, we had a really good discussion about Asia and how they don't use toilet paper and they use water and their hand. But specifically, their non-dominant hand. So I don't know how you awkwardly ask an Asian what hand their dominant hand is to make sure you don't shake their shit hand. But that's definitely... What up,
shit hand?
That's definitely a thing. Still, I believe. I might have to get some more details just to confirm, but I'm sure it's still happening now.
What hand do you use? Left side swipe, my friend.
Well, I happen to be a freak of nature, and I'm left-handed. So
you're a freak of nature for so many other reasons, honey. Oh my God. So all the comments are like, just...
What? McFucking what is what probably most of them
Yeah,
are.
something like that. I have heard tales, but this one is for the books. I had a young friend when I was little, and every time the dog took a poop, he had to take a fork and scrape the poop out of the dog's hair. We called it the poop fork. Now I know of the poop knife and the poop fork. Funny thing about my friend is he fought in the UFC for a brief moment. Every time he would come out to fight, all I could yell was, "Get the poop fork!" Okay, so poop fork, poop knife.
Is there a poop spoon?
I don't know.
Poop forceps, perhaps?
Poop forceps.
Poop tweezers? Like, I don't know where this is going to head, but it's out of control
This
already.
is my poop salad spoon. Oh my God, pretty soon people are going to have cutlery set up just so beside the toilet, you know? Shrimp
Cutting
fork,
it like a
salad
steak.
fork.
Cut your poop like a steak. You have a poop knife and a poop fork.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
that is so fucked, man, I tell ya. Good God. The poop knife. It's a classic. Let me see. Finding another one here. What one should I do? Maybe I'll give you a choice. Okay, ready? I'm going to give you two to choose from.
Okay.
This will be our last one. Am I overreacting for getting upset when my boyfriend stopped going to church with me? Or am I the asshole for thinking about calling off the wedding after what my sibling told me?
Oh. Those are so good choices because we dislike organized religion, but what does the sibling know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the sibling. I have
Okay.
to. I have to.
All right.
I really want to know about the church thing because we know how we feel about organized religion.
Mm-hmm. So, am I the asshole for thinking about calling off the wedding after what my sibling told me? I, 25 male, have been with my fiancé, 25 female, for 10 years. We started dating as teenagers and really grew up together. We've always loved each other deeply, and we're planning to get married early next year. You look so scared, Hannah. I wish you could see her face. Oh my, she's like, no, it's true love. Don't ruin it.
From 15?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
just little babies. Here's the sensitive part. My fiancé has a medical condition that makes sex extremely painful and pretty much impossible for her. It's not something that can really be quote unquote fixed, and she's tried every medical option available. She can still pleasure me in other ways, and honestly, it never really bothered me because I truly love her as a person. Logistically, we've accepted that there won't be biological kids, and I've always been fine with being child-free. I never really wanted kids anyway. Only a few people know about her condition. My sister, 24 female, who I'm very close with, has always known that I planned on being child-free, but I never shared why. Last week, my sister and I were having dinner together, and somehow the topic of sex came up. We're pretty open with each other, so it wasn't awkward. She asked a couple of casual questions about my sex life with my fiancé, and I tried to deflect because I didn't want to reveal too much. But I'm a terrible liar, and she kept pressing. She just had this strong intuition that something was up. Eventually, I told her the truth. She was shocked, but very kind about it. She said she felt really sorry for my fiancé, but also called me, quote unquote, an amazing man for staying with someone despite knowing what I'd be giving up.
And what are we talking about giving up though? Kids or fucking?
Sex, I guess. And kids, probably.
Okay.
But then the next day, she called me and asked if I'd ever had sex before. I said no. She asked if I was ever going to have sex in my life. I said no, and told her I was okay with that. That's when she gave me this long speech. She told me she deeply respects what I'm doing for my fiancé, but she feels it's really unfair to me. She said she couldn't imagine a life without sex and thought I might regret it later. Over the next couple of days, she kept bringing it up a lot, and we were on the phone for hours. And now, I don't know. I love my fiancée more than anyone. She's my best friend, my partner, and my person. But ever since my sister started planting these seeds of doubt, I keep thinking, can I really go my whole life without ever experiencing sex? I never really questioned it before, but the more I think about it, the more uncertain I feel, and it makes me feel horrible, because the last thing I want is for my fiancée to feel like she's not enough. She is enough in every other way. So am I the asshole for suddenly having doubts about marrying my fiancé after my sister questioned me about it? What do you think?
No, I actually don't think he's an asshole at all for doubting. There are plenty of options. There are plenty of ways to get sex while still being in love with somebody and still sharing a life with somebody. I think sex is pretty important to stress release, to hormone balances. Do I want to live a life without sex? No. Do I go periods of years without sex willingly? Yes.
Me too.
But do I think an entire life should we live without sex for a medical condition? No. No, I don't think he's an asshole at all. I do think they should consider an open marriage where he's allowed to get those things, because there's plenty of things he can do.
Phone?
Most likely. My phone's been on silent for the last 20 years. I think there's plenty of things that they can do sexually that doesn't actually involve penetration that can be amazing. For sure. There's so many different ways to enjoy intimacy and pleasure that have absolutely nothing to do with actual penetration.
Yeah.
There's oral sex. There's all sorts of different stimulations. There's massages. There's erotic, touching, petting, this, that. There's a million different things you can do to show sex, to show love. But at the end of the day, they may have to, in order to have a successful, fulfilling marriage and life, employ somebody else to fulfill the actual penetration if he needs it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, I do not believe he's an asshole. And
I don't think he's the asshole either.
I was hoping it was something like super raunchy that he had done behind her husband's back or something, but apparently
I think when I first started reading it too, I was like, what the fuck does the sister know?
God damn it. I was hoping it was something real, messed up. And same with even the children thing. You can surrogate. You can put your sperm in an egg in another person. She doesn't. Adopt. Yeah, you can adopt a kid. There's many different ways.
If that's what you prefer. Yeah.
Yeah. There's many different ways to experience children in your life without actually having to birth one out of your vagina. So that's easily fixable as well.
And I think adoption is so fucking noble. It is. It's so wonderful. There's so many children out there who need a good home. So I caught this story when it was hot off the presses.
Okay.
I was the first comment.
Really? No fucking way.
Yeah. Okay. So I said, not the asshole for having doubts. Many people have doubts before marrying, some for smaller issues than this. I don't know if anyone could give you solid advice with this, though. I feel like you'll have to do a whole lot of soul searching in order to figure this out for yourself. No one's going to be able to tell them, oh, yeah, you'll be fine without sex. Or, oh, no, dude, you need sex.
I really think they should have an open platform discussion about enlisting somebody to have the kind of sex that she can't.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So this next comment, a marriage counselor or sex therapist may be able to help. They may discuss options like a hall pass or OP having sex with another person or using a fleshlight even. Although this would have to be brought up very gently. OP is 25 and they've been together for 10 years, which is pretty admirable. That is.
Right.
That is. No sex.
At 15 years old?
Yeah.
And 10 years and no sex?
Yeah. He went through basically his whole teens not having sex. Wow.
I mean, I did too, but
this is kind
of normal for a female.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know many males that went before 18 without sex.
No.
Like I can honestly can't even count on one hand. So no, it's not normal.
I know one. So that's it. But other than for like religious reasons and stuff like that, I don't know of any.
Even for religious reasons, I don't agree with it.
I don't either.
There's a form of physical release and hormones that are released and stress release and ups and downs and balances in your hormones that come with sex. It's not just about the actual act itself.
And when people are forced not to have sex, bad things happen. Look at priests.
Well, and also not only that, regret, resentment, anger.
Yeah.
Issues building up, stress building up. Like, I get it. If she's sucking his dick every day, and she's pleasuring him every day and sitting on his lap and kissing him, and having massages and purposefully giving him intimacy and orgasm, maybe he could live without the actual deed itself.
Yeah.
But you can't live without pleasure and intimacy. I don't even see how you could function.
I wonder if they've tried anal sex.
Oh, I never thought of that.
I mean, it's not for everyone, and I mean, you really have to get used to the idea and sort of,
maybe,
pardon the fucking terrible pun, but ease yourself into it.
No shit.
A
little bit of Crisco and some fishing line, perhaps.
And we're in business, fucking A. Yeah. So that was our stories today.
Not the asshole.
No, definitely not the asshole.
Wrong answer.
Which story did you like the most?
I want to say the poop knife was the best.
The poop knife.
I mean,
was
all
pretty
three
fucking
were fucking glorious.
Yeah.
But the poop, what? What? McFucking what? I don't even.
And then we got to learn about the poop fork too. So.
Well, now we just need the poop spoon.
Yeah.
And the poop.
Poop
dessert
colander.
fork? I don't know.
And then I heard on another thing where somebody was catching their poop before putting it in the toilet.
Why?
So there was no like splash or something. I don't know. And then they like said to a family member, like, you don't catch it? And they're like, no. Why are you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
If my hands ever came into contact with my own shit, I would immediately freak out and wash my hands. Like, I'd be like, oh, fuck, I screwed up. Like, if your finger goes to the toilet paper or something, you're like, oh, God, why? Why is this happening? It's gross. What?
It's so weird. Some of the things that people have grown up with or something like that, and then it comes out and everyone's like, you're fucking weird, bud.
Right?
Your whole family's fucking weird.
Like, I thought we were weird for all the violence and police cars and knives. But poop knives? No.
Never a poop
knife. There
was
stabbing knives. There was no poop knives.
No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I had to hide the knives sometimes from my brothers, but never used them for poop while they were hidden.
No. Nope.
Yeah. I don't know if Hannah is willing, but as the podcast goes on, I will divulge more about traumas in my life. I don't know if it's up to Hannah if she wants to, but I will. Because, I mean, if something I say can help somebody else, then cool.
Yeah, why not?
I'm down. So, this was our first episode of Toxis, Toxsis. You're going to be able to find us fucking everywhere. And, I don't have a way to end this, like, classy or anything. You know, we could just tell everyone to fuck off or something.
I mean, what did they do in Good Morning Vietnam?
I don't remember. I saw that movie 30 years ago, my friend.
I just watched it like 2 weeks ago, dude.
I'm pushing 50 here. It came out a long time ago.
Hold on. Let me find out.
I'll vamp a little while you're finding out.
Oh,
vamp,
okay.
Vamp, vamp,
I don't know what that means.
Vamp, 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 vamp. Nobody likes my singing. I don't even like my singing.
Oh, no. I don't think we're allowed to do this. He just says goodbye, Vietnam. So.
That'd be
But then he does,
copyright
that's right. I'm history. I'm out of here. Got the lucky ticket home, baby. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them wagons rolling.
I know what we can say. Stay toxic, my friends.
That works.
But that's so, yeah. I mean, stay toxic if you want. Nobody's going to fucking like you, but stay toxic,
Are
my
we going to
friend.
get sued now?
No, because it's stay classy.
Because
For that?
Because I did that. Yeah. Because I did that. Good morning. Nobody's going to notice. Nobody will even fucking remember. It's fine.
No. Our first episode, they're going to be like, whatever. It's two crazy fucking chicks from Canada. Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention we're Canadian chicks, so
Yeah, sad news.
we're fucking tough, too. So bring it, bitches. No, I'm just kidding. We love you. So far. Okay, so until next week, stay toxic, my friends.
Hello. Terrible way to start a new podcast, but the first part of the podcast got cut off because I'm new at editing and I'm only human. Anyway, this podcast is called Toxic Sisters. We kind of just put it together. We're going to be talking about everything toxic. People, crimes, everything. I mean, we want you guys to give us some suggestions too. This first episode is going to be Reddit stories. Hannah has never, ever even been on Reddit. So let's blow her away, shall we? On to the show. Thank you.